In this video, I'm going to show you how to model the negative side of the gear holder. So first things I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sketch on this top face here. Go ahead and press N to normalize it. And then I'm going to press P to get rid of my plane. So first thing we want to do is we want to start with a center point circle. And I'm going to start on this origin point right on the center. And I'm just going to draw a bunch of circles. So go ahead and just draw the same amount of circles that I have on my screen here. And let's see, I believe one more here. And then we'll draw one here and here. I'm going to go ahead and use this construction line command and make the center one here a construction line. So now you can see it's dotted, so we know it's a construction line. Now I can go ahead and start dimensioning. So let's start with the center one. That's going to be a 0.625, which we can find on our print. This one here, let's go ahead and start with the construction one, actually. That'll make more sense. So I'm going to start with the construction line, which we can see is going to be 1.75. To figure out our other ones here, we can see on our print it says 0.16 centered, so we just have to take that 1.75 and subtract 0.16 to get this inside dimension, and then for this other one here is going to be our 1.75 add 0.16. So now we have those lines. And then this one here, our outside one, is going to go ahead and be 2.5. So we should have all our circles that look like that. This guy here is going to be a dimension of 0.5. And the center one is going to be a dimension of 0.344. Alright, so we've got all our circles dimensioned. Now we can go ahead and use our circular pattern command. And we're going to circular pattern that 6 times. That's going to give us our holes. Alright, so we have all of our circles drawn. We're going to go ahead and complete the sketch. Then we're going to use extrude. I'm going to extrude the whole thing at a dimension of 0.5. Make sure that this extrusion is going away from your sketch so that we can use that sketch to extrude everything else. I'm going to turn the sketch back on now. And our first extrusion, we're going to do our through holes. So I'm going to do all of these holes here that go all the way through the part, as well as the center hole. And just change that to remove. Goes all the way through. Next, we're going to do our counter bores here. So I can go ahead and select all of these. And these are going to be a dimension of 0.375. So I'm going to do remove 0.375. And this one should be good. Next, we're going to do our steps. So that's in between all of these circles. And those are going to be a dimension of 0.155. And same thing, remove. So now you can see we have the basic shape of the gear holder. I'm going to turn that sketch back off. Now we need to add all our fillets in. So our fillets, if we look at our print, are typical 0.2 radius. So I'm going to use the fillet command up here. I'm going to go ahead and press on all these corners, making sure that you get all of them. There's quite a few. Go ahead and rotate our part. And looks like I'm just missing one right here. Once you have all of those selected, go ahead and type in 0.2 for your radius, and then hit the green check mark. So now it looks like our shape. We just have to add our chamfers. So we're going to first do the big chamfers. So we're going to select on this line and this line here. and those are going to be 0.063. So those are rather large chamfer. Then we can go ahead and do our small chamfer on the outside, on the inside of all these circles here. And then if we select this bottom face, that'll select the rest of it. And then we can do 0.02. And that should give us all of our chamfers. So now we have our gear circle negative modeled. We can use this, the dimensions and everything from this negative to create the positive, and then you're going to CNC mill both of these out. So go ahead and move on to the video for your toolpaths for the gear circle negative, and then also work on creating the positive side of this and the toolpaths for the positive side.